Long ago, the gods held their chains over everything they surveyed. Even emissaries from realms beyond were used as mere serving girls and handmaidens before their boundless hunger for order. But one among them turned their hunger against them, falling upon the children of the sun and swearing eternal enmity against the gods. Saphira, the cannibal god, began her great and terrible campaign to restore the world to its natural state, so that the world belonged to the strong, as is primal right. Yet the gods, in their cruelty, locked her away from our world. She visits only in spirit, only in dreams, for her true body remains in a far-off demo plane. But we, her devoted, her loyal flock, can give her entrance into our world, so that she may do her blessed work. All we need is devotion and a body. She nearly graced our world with her presence. The drow had completed their ritual, prepared the entryway for her. But beneath layers and layers of conspiracy, they were found out. They were interrupted, and Our Lady sent back to sleep. Those who are responsible are still out there, and doubtless they will come again. Valthiv, the lizard folk cleric.
Valthiv!
Lean, the halfling bard.
You know, I've been writing up another song. I think it's pretty good.
Kalael, the wood elf rogue.
Just follow me, okay? Nobody's getting left behind.
And Minerva, the human warlock.
If it means her destruction, I'll do whatever you ask of me.
We will find them. We will show them the folly of resistance. And this time, there will be no foolish interruptions. This time, the world will bend to the mighty strength of Saphira. This time, a cannibal god rises! What happened? With Lean retreating from the fireball that dropped from the Harvester Mage's tower, our heroes dusted themselves off, treated some of their burn wounds, and decided that rather than investigate the tower and risk any further wrath, they look further through the Arcane District. They went into several shops cooperative to the university, selling magical books and robes and the like, as well as 2 places that hired out people who worked at the university. One of them as some sort of magical mercenary, the other they didn't bother looking into because the person at the front desk was rude to them. In the process of their investigation, they learned of the Lumina Theater, the other major attraction in the Arcane District and one of the largest buildings in the city of Whitevane. Interested in what exactly was being performed, they bought tickets for a play called The Kingmaker, due to perform 3 nights from when they purchased their tickets. Our heroes then decided to camp out in the shadow of the Harvester Mage's tower and have dinner there, with Minerva displaying the magical ability to conjure food and water from thin air, albeit rather flavorless food and water. She wanted to share some secret method of making it taste better, but apparently couldn't find that resource or power within her. As the ragtag bunch of misfits settled down for their meal, however, they saw the Harvester Mage flying overhead and got her attention. As she descended and seemed to stare straight through them, Kalael, Minerva, and Maxwell all seemed to be interested in disengaging from the encounter and leaving the Harvester Mage to go on her way. But Valthiv, angered at the fireball from earlier, insisted on pressing the issue, which led into combat with the mage herself. Combat that did not go well for the misfits at all. Luckily, before Kalael turned into a charred and smoldering corpse, our heroes ran, and the mage did not pursue them. Severely battered and weakened by the encounter, they limped back to the inn, where Lean had been performing all this time, safe from the rampant fiery explosions. After a scrumptious breakfast the next day, our heroes went to investigate the one district they had not yet seen, the Temple District. A dilapidated near ruin with only a few places of worship still intact. Among them was the great Temple of Pelor, the Morning Lord, which still had a majestic building front and statue inside, but activity had substantially declined, thanks to the ever-present cloud cover blotting out the sun of Whitevane. Our heroes chatted with the High Priest of Pelor, who seemed to be friendly enough, and assessed that he was not a member of our order, given that among the Morning Lord's enemies are all who dwell within the shadows. As they left to further investigate the district, however, he gave them a warning to watch out for the Thieves Guild. For since the district fell into disrepair, it had become a hotbed for their activity. Our heroes walked through the streets toward their next destination, hands firmly on their pockets and pouches as they went through the crowd. But it was Kalael and his sharp eyes that saw movement from above, lithe and nimble figures running parallel to them on rooftops before diving into a nearby alleyway. It would seem that quickly the old man's warning had come true, and our heroes found themselves in the middle of the Thieves Guild. And where are they now? We shall have to wait and see, my lady, on tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix. The Cannibal Conspiracy returns.
Hello and welcome to Rolling with Remix, the Cannibal Conspiracy 2. Yes, sometimes Alex's streams do go according to plan. Yay! I am your Dungeon Master, Alex, and with me we have my lovely cast of players. We've got Dawn.
Wow!
We've got Uprising.
Has everyone seen Super Mario Dance Bros? It's very important.
And we've got Queen as our guest star.
Uprising gives me a reason every week to be scarred for life.
You're welcome.
I gave you one like yesterday, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
I like that pause.
We're not sure if Scott's going to be joining us. It is the week before finals week, so everyone knows what that means. Ah!
It's a bad time.
It's a real bad time. Speaking of bad times, some of you might notice that we have a deck of many horrors. It is similar to the deck of magic things, except this one is hilariously stacked against our players. Still, you can donate bits to have fun things happen. The first time it happened, I killed off an NPC because that's what the card said to do. It's fun. Fun happens.
The card's fault.
Mm-hmm. And, with that being said, when last we left our heroes, they were investigating the Temple District of the city of Whitevane. They had just finished looking at the Great Temple of Pelor, the Morning Lord, and enemy to Saphira, because obviously gods of the sun are probably going to be an enemy to those who blot out the sun. But our heroes also got a warning to watch out for the Thieves Guild, because apparently they are pretty active in the incredibly dilapidated section of town that is the Temple District. And it was Kalael's sharp eyes last time that noticed, as our heroes were heading through the crowd, hands firmly on their pockets, that running parallel to them on the rooftops were some hooded, nimble, cloaked figures leaping from rooftop to rooftop and seeming to look down at the party. And because Scott's not here, I'm just going to assume Kalael goes, huh. I guess other people like... Yeah, he goes, huh, and slowly nods. It's nice to know other people like being high places.
Well, then he probably also says, I want to go up there. And he tries to go up there, and we say,
But there are other people up there. Why
no,
can't
that doesn't mean you can go up there.
Why does it mean that?
I'm really gonna have to sit you down and have a talk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could look for a bench. See if we can have that talk now.
No later. Like a long time later. It's okay. Wait, how did I get here? Where am I? Wait, hold on.
Lean joined back up after they recovered from the battle with the Harvester Mage.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Lean's just like, oh wait, hold on a second. She's just teleported in.
Just dimension door back.
What did I miss?
That one didn't count for a spell slot, so don't even try me.
Of course not.
You say marking down a spell slot.
Now, why would I ever do that? Goes into Lean's character sheet. The joke would be a lot fun. The joke would be a lot funnier if the viewer's account had access to Lean's character sheet.
Oh my god.
Wait, where did Lean go? Never mind. I just turned her blue.
Oh, I see. Alright, so, do you look over at those guys and look to see where they're going, or do you completely ignore them?
No, I look with my eyes.
With your eyes.
With your special eyes or just your eyes?
Both.
Alright.
Interesting.
I look with my one eye. Voluntary one eye.
Voluntary one eye. Well, between you and Maxwell, you've got two working eyes, so, I mean, hopefully that should work into decent perception, because I'm gonna ask for some perception scores.
Working eyes. I just covered one.
Yeah, you have one working eye and one that's on break.
Yeah. Minerva, you're just a kid.
Minerva can't see shit.
Minerva's too small to see.
Well...
Don't even.
Valthiv's eye falls out.
Never mind about the working eyes thing.
Just puts on another eye patch.
Oh, it's got dark something.
Oh, neat, another eye patch.
So Lean, you look up, and somehow, despite being the lowest to the ground of all of the party members, you've got the best view of where the figure on the roof is going. It notices everyone looking his or her direction, runs a little bit ahead of you, and jumps off the edge of the roof, landing in an alleyway nearby. Valthiv, you don't see any of this, because your hand is firmly on your pocket, noticing that it is a little bit lighter than it was before.
Oh, fuck.
Bastards! I'm instantly pissed.
You're so dummy stupid.
Yeah. Let me double check the inventory to see what the thieves would have taken. Yeah, they snatched 50 gold from you.
God fucking...
I'm gonna kill them.
You look through the hustle and bustle of the crowd around you, wondering where the hell whoever took your 50 gold is.
I'm covering my pockets still.
Alright, so, what do you do?
Hey guys, they ran off the roofs and then jumped down into that alley over there, so,
Well, let's go get them!
You suggesting we follow them?
Yes.
Okay. If they're not too dangerous, I guess.
Nothing's too dangerous. Let's go.
Well,
They took 50 gold!
We said that about the Harvester Mage and then we were wrong, so...
Well, I wasn't there for that, so...
It's okay.
Alright. Just assigning a random map to this in case things break out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just...
No, I don't want more death.
I do.
It's time for more no, it's not.
I diagnose you with death.
You head over to that alleyway, peering down it. No perception check really needed to see this, because it's the only movement in there. The hooded figure that was on top of the roofs from before is slowly but surely clambering down, gripping onto window ledges to get down to the ground.
Well then. Okay,
Hang on.
Did you take my 50 gold?
As you yell this out, the
No,
figure...
why would you do that?
The figure yelps, loses grip, and falls to the ground with a donk clatter, and a couple of silver pieces drop out from the cloak. Quickly, they push themselves up and try to hurriedly scoop them up and shove them into a pouch.
No, mage hands.
You grab some of the silver pieces before the hands of this thing can get to them. And you hear a quick "Hey!" from the thief as you do so.
Are those yours? Did you do honest work to earn these? I think not.
The thief slowly gets up, and now that you're looking at something that is not the hood or a terrible angle, you can see that beneath the cloak is a pretty gangly young man, younger than Maxwell even, who looks like he hasn't slept in days and has kind of thick and ratty bangs covering one of his eyes. The kid clears his throat and says, "Well, I mean, no place is hiring, but I worked really hard for those anyway." Says Kalale, going along with the crowd.
Words.
I'm helping.
Helping.
What? Everyone else was going, so I just thought, having everyone do it would make it more effective.
Oh. Wow, you're just...
Sure.
Impeccable logic.
Okay, so you really think that just going behind someone and taking their money is a working hard for something?
I mean, it's harder than some of the other people around here work. Like, some of these people just have salaries, they sit around, do nothing, and somehow rake in the money while the rest of us starve.
I mean, it's true. They probably never had to carve a giant base bigger than 4 times their own size, working in the heat, in the freaking desert, with like tumbleweeds flying into you, shoving you over. Sucks. That's working hard. This isn't working hard. None of that's working hard. You haven't worked hard a day in your life.
I mean, I worked pretty hard to be able to climb up and down buildings, so there's that.
That doesn't
Yeah, and then you fell.
Because you yelled at me!
That wasn't me.
That's
Yeah,
your
that
own
was me.
fault.
Because he yelled at me!
Still your own fault.
Yes! Which I still didn't get an answer from you.
Oh, right. No, I was up top. I was lookout. I wasn't taking anything of yours.
Oh, you were a pretty bad lookout, huh?
I mean, well, the other guy got away, didn't he?
Well, that's what you think.
How do you know that?
Because otherwise you wouldn't be here talking to me.
Well, how do you know it's just us?
I mean, you lot do not look like the type to have, like, a whole backup army right behind you. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, well, what if we split up the party?
Well, then there would just be less of you.
Yeah, well, there's not very much of us right now.
Well, that doesn't matter. But why were you jumping on the roofs?
Well, because a lot of people don't even bother to look up there.
Rather stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, slowly nodding.
Still a
You
bit
know
deep.
what? You're absolutely right. People never look up for anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially stupid considering we're in a mountain town and we had to build up to do stuff. Like, you'd think people would check the roofs a whole lot more often since it's an even bigger vantage point for us than it would be in any other town.
Well, I don't know. I have to look up a lot. Everyone seems to be taller than me.
You think?
Well,
But
besides you.
even so, where are you and everyone else you're looking out for going?
The scrawny-looking kid looks back and forth at you, takes a gulp. Can't tell you.
Oh, really?
Can't
You
tell
or
you.
won't.
This is, Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Why not?
No, okay, guys. Okay, guys, hold on. She pulls in. She pulls down in her team, but also is like Valthiv keeps staring at him.
Will do.
Valthiv uses the intimidating lizard folk glare and stature to stare down this gangly teen while the others gather.
Okay, we need to intimidate him. I also have a pretty cool. Detecting thoughts would be lame for this idiot. I could just make him laugh until he gives up. Or he's pretty weak, it seems, of mind, so we could just straight up threaten to punch him. You think we should do
Does
that?
anyone have Zone of Truth? That could
No.
work.
Why would I have Zone of Truth?
Because, I don't know, maybe you do.
No, I have Vicious Mockery and Detect Thoughts and Calm Emotions and Tongues and... yeah.
Well, the fact that you're trying to run away is somewhat suspicious.
Valthiv, what do we do to people who don't talk?
We make them talk.
Yeah.
So who's gonna roll intimidation with advantage?
Valthiv.
Probably Valthiv.
Valthiv's the biggest, and he is made of scales and has claws.
What's his modifier?
A whole 0.
Wait, I have a 5 modifier. Should I do the roll then? Well, 18's pretty good.
Yeah, especially considering the other option would have been another crit fail for Valthiv.
Thank goodness for advantage.
Yeah. All right. The gangly teen looks at the big frickin' lizard folk with an eye patch, slowly leaning down and bearing a snarl at him. And it's like, I can't tell you. They've got eyes and ears all over the city. They'll know it's me if I talk.
Do we look like we care?
No.
Regardless, they're gonna know that we're here anyway. Finding out information, we're gonna find out regardless. Just tell us!
Oh god, no. Shit. If that's right, then just by talking to you guys for even this long, they're gonna send him after me. They're gonna send him after me, and then he's gonna go after you, and oh god, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Piss your
Probably
pants?
die! Probably die if you're gonna put it like that!
Well, that's good for you. Well, we've seen a lot of people die, so... But you could talk first.
Okay, look, they don't let me to the headquarters. I'm not that high up on the ladder, okay? I just go to drop-off points. That's it.
And if
Drop-off
you die,
points.
What are you dropping off?
He pats the pouch of coins and set aside. I thought that part you would have already gotten.
Just money?
Mostly it's money. They don't send me out on any of the other raids.
do you not even get a share of it?
I get a little bit. Enough to feed me and my sisters.
Well... That's really all you can tell us?
I mean...
That doesn't sound like it's everything.
Well, who can we get to tell us more?
I mean, I suppose if you did go to one of the drop-off zones, you'd probably find someone higher up than I would be.
Where's one of the zones?
You know the forum right in the middle of town, where like everyone gathers, like sets up the market square and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in there.
Wow, that's pretty smart.
So is that all? Am I free to go, or?
Yeah, you mentioned they'd be sending something out for you. What would that be?
Smiley Bob.
Smiley Bob.
What?
Yeah?
What's Smiley Bob? Doesn't sound like much of a threat.
Oh, God! You are going to be changing your tune once he finds you.
What is Smiley Bob?
Smiley Bob is what they send whenever they want something shut up.
That doesn't really answer anything.
Many things have tried to shut me up to no avail, so I'm not entirely worried.
Okay, you keep thinking that. I'm gonna go as far out of the city as I can.
Good.
Yeah, get out of here. Take your sisters with you.
He immediately bolts away as soon as he hears "get out of here," pushing and shoving and squeezing his way past everyone there.
Well,
What a
I guess
coward.
we'll go there then.
Yeah, it just sucks to see him stuck in this tough situation, though. Doesn't seem like it was entirely his fault.
It's alright, we can kill him later if he was lying to us.
Yeah,
True.
if he was lying.
Well, we'll see now. I guess we have a lead of going back to the forum, though.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Let's
Hey,
go.
guys.
What?
I have a plan.
What's the plan?
Wait, this plan's really stupid and dumb. Never
Ooh,
mind.
what is it?
Uh,
You have my attention.
no, we're definitely gonna die if we do this plan. Let's not do this plan.
Well, now you have to tell me the plan.
You're not really.
Well,
selling
how
us
can
the
we...
plan.
I'm not selling the plan out. Okay, listen. How can we get the... We need to find their drop-off point, right? So
Yup.
we need to somehow get the attention of the thieves. Right?
Both of just, like, clutches his, like, coin.
What's the best way to get the attention of thieves?
Burn something?
I don't think so.
No, because if we start a fire, then they'll all get panicked. Then we'll get their attention.
I think that'll just make everyone else panic.
Oh,
That'll certainly make people panic in general.
oh.
I guess we could do arson.
Well, I mean, if it's too big, then maybe something else.
I mean, in my experience, large amounts of gold and treasure bring about the thieves' attention. And it has to be something high value, not just, you know, some coin here and there.
I do have disguises. And,
Oh?
you know, maybe, especially because we're still new here and I look so different. And, you know, I don't think they're really going to believe you if you say you're a noble Valthiv. Maybe,
Hey.
I mean, just the eye patch. I think I'm pretty fair in my assessment. What if I dress up as a noble, also because I'm a much better actor than you? And you pretend you're luring me around and, you know, whatever, and then you get the attention, then you, one of you has to be able to, like, not have them steal everything from me.
So we'll look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, nah, actually, that's fine.
I could probably handle that.
Yes. I mean, if you need more of us to disguise ourselves, I could do it as well.
Like a spell?
No.
And she reaches into a, like, I guess bag she has, and she pulls out this really weird, helmet.
I can use this.
What is that?
It's It's this weird, hat thing. It's just, I put it on and then I think really hard and then I can just turn into whatever I want for a bit.
What?
Now, what would be the best accessory creature for a rich halfling to have?
A horse?
You want to be a horse, Minerva?
I don't think I can turn into animals.
Damn it.
And even if I did, it had to be a very small one.
A miniature horse?
Yeah, because I'm miniature.
Well, no, the thing is that if I turn into it, the back half of me, you wouldn't be able to touch it, so if anyone touched it, then we'd be found out.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'd have to be careful. But if you prefer me to just be a lookout, then I'll do that instead.
How about you wear that hat and dress up as a cool bodyguard?
Okay, any particular kind? Like race?
What would be...
Scary. Something scary.
Scary.
Something scary?
Okay.
Alright.
Super scary.
Helmet. And she casts Disguise Self. Which doing is lasting under an hour, so...
Probably.
She turns into this, I'm gonna say an elven woman who's got, like, I guess, like, dark hair and, like, a ponytail, who's slightly taller than Minerva, but not too tall. And she's not, like, very intimidating, as in, like, gruff intimidating, but it's kind of one of those icy glare intimidating things.
Mm-hmm.
So she looks a bit older. She looks about, like, in her mid-20s now. And the hat just kind of, like, disappears with it. I think.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright, gonna do a quick change. Lane does a quick change.
I mean, you are in an alleyway, so you don't get a whole lot of people staring at this tiny woman tossing off clothes and changing into a different costume.
She does this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maxwell just looks away as you start quickly removing and putting clothes back on.
Okay, done. And I'll just slap on some sparkly fake jewelry.
No.
Beautiful.
Also, if anyone asks, just say I don't speak. I can't really disguise my voice that well.
Great, and I'm... do you think people here speak halfling?
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't count on it.
Great, because they probably speak Dwarvish, right?
Given that apparently dwarves used to have a pretty sizable foothold here, I'd say couple know dwarvish.
Yeah, so halfling it is.
Alright.
Alright, guys, let's go get the attention of the thieves.
Great.
Alright.
You head out of the temple district and back into the official district towards the middle of town, and pass under a couple of archways to an open-air market. Several people kind of gathered in this square have set up either stalls or just straight-up carpets. Some of them have awnings covering them, some of them are just, there, with various trinkets and other items for sale. A lot of them staring at this gaudily dressed halfling and her entourage as they head into the forum marketplace.
Lane is, barking out orders, it seems, at Valthiv, pointing at things, in the halfling language. Get me this, and get me that, but Valthiv doesn't know what she's saying, so Valthiv's just kind of confused.
I'm just, staring at you blankly, I'm just okay.
Lane just keep being confused.
Okay. I can definitely do that.
And she keeps kind of talking in halfling. She's talking about, like, she starts complaining. She's like, oh, the quality of this stuff is so terrible. When can I find something worth any grain of salt? You know.
Yeah, you do all of that. Are you saying all of that in common or in halfling?
Halfling.
Okay, great. No one understands a damn word of what you're saying.
But it sounds snobby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just speaking in edgy silence.
Yeah. Khalil is speaking in staring at a bunch of doodads and is like, oh, can we get this one? I really want this one.
Valthiv's just trying to reel in Kaleo whenever possible.
Okay.
Cleans on Scoffy.
After a couple of minutes, one particular carpet weighs you over. They are, in fact, speaking halfling after phrasing common. They say, Miss, come here. And then they try it again in halfling, and then in dwarven, and then in elven. A lot of different language, all telling you, come here.
She does.
Ah, welcome. It is not often nobility comes to this particular part of the square. Welcome. My name is Marie. I am a purveyor of perfumes and the like. Khalil's eyes light up and he asks, do you have soap? No.
I am so sorry about him. Just one of the hired guards I had to buy on the way. Unfortunately, the pickings are slim.
Quite understandable. Most of the capable ones would not come near, and those that are incapable the wolves quickly take care of. But enough of talking of this city's problems. You are clearly a woman of some means and some luxury. Please, would you care to peruse my wares? I'm sure I have something that would fit a lady of your magnificent tastes.
Oh, of course. And how is it that you know so many languages?
I do like to study. It helps when making trade with people from outside the city. You might have noticed the population here is mostly humans, but travelers like yourselves often don't speak the trade tongue, so one has to make do.
I see. A very wise decision indeed. I will browse these wares. She, kind of looks through and is actually, oh, this is really nice. So what are these wares, actually?
Oh, they're fairly decent perfumes. They're not super top-of-the-line stuff, but they're pretty quality for what you'd expect to find in a mining town. Mostly you'd expect just deodorant. This is, actual floral fragrances and stuff.
Wow. So while we're stopped, while Lane's perusing the wares, she's definitely gonna want the other guys to to do something to be like, is this sus? Is there anyone following us? Is there any way that we have any idea to know if this has any thieves?
I'll be looking around in general.
Cool. Make an investigation check then, Minerva.
Okay. There's. Well, fuck that.
You notice perfumes.
Yes.
All right. Valthiv, having been in a couple of easy target marketplace squares back in your day, you have a better idea of what to look out for. You notice that there are a couple of glances from people running the stalls who are looking your way, and a couple of citizens, some in hooded cloaks, others just in plain clothes, walking back and forth through the market, some glancing at you for way longer than they should, but none, approaching you or doing anything more than that.
I kind of just, lean down and, kind of whisper, and it's well, we're definitely being watched.
Lane, kind of nods at him, obviously.
Yeah. But They're definitely looking for an opening to make their move.
We need to find out where they keep this stuff.
I don't know.
We need to find out where they keep the stuff. So she says it really quietly.
Right.
Very quietly.
Yeah.
And then she, like, after, like, talking to Valthiv, she tries on a perfume. It's actually very pleasantly surprised by it.
Yeah.
I will cast message and just say to Lean,
Do you want me to look around?
She, can I respond by thinking
You can
back?
respond.
Yes, you can if they cast message.
Yeah, so I respond by saying, yes, we really need to find out where they keep this stuff, and I can't just look at perfumes all day.
Yeah, is there, when I was, like, noticing, like, the, like, hooded figures and stuff, like, more interested in us, where they would be going?
Make an insight check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow, this is Valthiv rolls either really well or really badly day, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like every day.
That's every day, though. You're mostly noticing people who are approaching you. Once they back away, it's harder to keep track of where they're going or what they might be doing, you think.
Don't like that.
All right.
Maybe you guys should just follow one.
alright.
Cool. So Minerva is splitting off. Is Valthiv also going to split off, or?
No, I'm gonna stick close to Lean.
Yeah, I
Okay.
need that. And, Lean's excuse to leave eventually will be like, oh, where did my damned Guard go? But not yet.
Cool. All right. Well, Lean continues testing out perfumes with Valthiv guarding and Kalale and Maxwell kind of there, making sure no one approaches as Minerva heads out into the crowd, looking around to see if she can spot where any of these hooded figures are going.
Still protecting my pockets.
Still protecting your pockets. So make a perception check.
Oh, this is gonna win well. Oh, it didn't well.
Oh!
It did end pretty well. Well, how about
That went very well.
Okay. A couple... Well, before I say where a couple of them go, around the forum there are two gatehouses, like one at the north and one at the south, that seem to be acting as like makeshift security checkpoints so someone can't just grab a bunch of stuff off someone's carpet and run off with it. Yeah. You look towards the northern gatehouse, and it looks like a couple of the hooded figures appear to be opening the door and heading inside.
I see. How far away am I from Lean then?
You are, like, you're pretty far off. A solid, I'd say 100 yards away.
Oh, that's alright. I'll kind of like edge back a bit and send her another message and just go.
They're heading to the North Gateway.
Lean responds with, alrighty then, we're heading over. And, she, like, suddenly, like, she looks around, she's like, oh, God damn it! My elven bodyguard wandered off again. She's always doing that. I don't know if she's smelling something. Well, I simply must be going. I am so sorry, but it was wonderful perusing your wares.
Of course,
Goodbye.
of course. You know where to find me, waves the woman as you push into the crowd and meet back up with Minerva.
Okay, so, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You head off towards the northern gatehouse and off towards the entrance. A guard sees you, holds up a hand to stop you. Do you stop?
I assume so.
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
You can help me by telling me why you're trying to break into... Well, I don't want to assume. Why you're trying to get into this restricted area?
Well, I have business here.
Clearly. But you don't work here. This is staff only.
Well, I was told I need to have a meeting.
With who?
With the manager.
I am the manager.
No, you're not. You're a guard.
I am the manager.
You may be the manager of your own position, but you're not the manager of this company as a whole, and you're lying to me.
The guard reaches into his pocket, pulls out a stone. All right, I'm going to need you to say a magic word, and then he tells you what the word is. Speak into the stone, and that'll send a message right to the manager.
Okay.
All right, so what do you say? Alexa, shut up!
Oh my god. Hold on, wait. Wait, I'm thinking. Hang on, I gotta think.
Do it.
You know what would be cool if I had the spell where it's the spell where you say word and then the person dies.
It would, but you need to be level 9.
Yeah,
Level 9
no.
spellcaster, rather. So level 17.
Oh my god. Guys, I didn't... Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, no, yeah. Wait, I can only say one word?
You can say up to 25.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, sending stones are fun.
Possibilities are endless.
I'm not gonna count that whenever I'm saying, I'm just gonna have it cut off.
Okay.
Hello, I had a meeting scheduled with you today, and I'm outside waiting for you, and it was supposed to be an hour ago, so...
As you start talking, something glows in the guard's pocket. He reaches into it and pulls out the matching stone, holds it up to his ear as you can hear your own voice echoing through it, and just smiles until you stop. Now
so I was supposed to meet you.
Now that's fascinating because I remember making no such meeting.
Oh, so you make your own meetings, so you really clearly are quite incompetent then.
Well, if you're going to say that, then I have even less reason to let you in here, so by all means, keep digging a hole. I'm sure someone's selling shovels around here.
Oh, please. I scheduled this meeting with you months in advance, and why my whole party's here.
Really? Under what names?
The House of Macaron?
Never heard of it.
Well, that's fine for you. I'm sure you've never heard of it because you seem so uncouth.
Oh, wow, uncouth. Keep throwing the insults. I'm sure whatever meeting you have for asking me something is bound to be important if you're just going to deny that I'm the manager and then insult me for being the manager.
Oh, whatever. I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
All right. Well, now I have to pull up a stat block for him so that I can make that save appropriately. Da-da-da-da-da.
Tiny tarts and a feather that's waved in the air. What the fuck are these components?
Components are fake.
Components are a lie.
Uh-oh. Does that work?
What is the DC?
Oh my god, it wins by 1.
Oh!
You start casting Tasha's hideous laughter, and the man just stares, puts a hand on your hands. So I'm willing to let all this slide, if you apologize, and then leave.
What if we just walk past?
Yeah. You could just like go out of the forum, and that would work.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you're talking about walk past and go for the door, you can certainly try.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we want to get through this guy, right? Because we think that this is where the cache is.
Yeah.
You should
think
do
so.
like, hey, what's that in the sky? And then just run past.
Could
Oh,
we
what's
even?
that?
Or could we even do that with all of us?
Unlikely, but you're welcome to try.
Nothing is impossible.
I guess. Ooh.
What?
Hey, what's that?
All right. Because it has somatic components and he is holding onto your hands, I'm going to say he's got advantage on this particular saving throw.
Well, what if I just
Yay!
smacked him?
Well, if you smacked him, you'd be under arrest.
That's a big jump. Wait,
Either way, he fails.
Either
Yeah.
way, he does fail. So, you somehow slip your hands out, start waving them around, and the same pattern that you tried to use to hypnotize a horse for some reason the other day emanates from you, and I'm going to say it's not just him, you also hypnotize a whole bunch of other random people while you do it, who are just kind of staring, transfixed,
I
as
just
you
make the
work on this.
hypnotic cube.
Hypnotic cube!
So do we move?
Yes, in, go!
Yes, just go, go, go!
Run.
Alright. The door is not locked. You run inside the guardhouse. Inside, it looks like basically just a regular old, quick guardhouse. There's like a little desk, couple windows looking out.
No!
Yes, there is in fact a desk and a couple of windows looking out. A couple of like ink quills and papers making note of who went in and who went out.
Lane walks over, scribbles some dick on it, and then they keep.
All right. You keep moving right up to the wall. This is not a very large gatehouse.
Is there
So-
anywhere else we can go?
This is too simple. There has to be, like, a cover-up somewhere.
Well, that's why I tried to investigate, but I
Alright.
sucked. So maybe you guys should try.
I tried.
Okay. You try, Minerva. Looks like a gatehouse. Valthiv, it looks like a gatehouse.
Oh my god, you guys.
Kalale. It looks like a gatehouse.
Come on, Maxwell, be our MVP.
Maxwell, once more, rolling to save the party's ass. Okay, Maxwell, come on. Let me get your character sheet up. Come on, Maxwell, where the fuck are you?
Come on, my dude.
Maxwell, please!
Maxwell, please.
Don't let us down.
Don't let
I
us
used
down.
2 spell slots on this. It looks like a gatehouse.
It looks like a gatehouse.
Okay.
Maxwell, my dude.
Well, first, I'll just perceive and try and find anything that looks maybe suspicious, like perhaps a raised floorboard or a loose stone in the wall or a big bag of money.
Well, big bag of money would be the obvious thing to look for, but there don't appear to be any in there. There is like a small drawer with a jar in it labeled donation box, and in the donation box are a couple of silver and gold pieces, but definitely not the type that looks like a big old cache of money.
I don't understand. They saw them come in.
Yeah, but where'd they go? They have to have gone somewhere.
Are there any windows?
There are plenty of windows looking out back into the forum and out of it into the streets of Whitevane proper.
Maybe
I
a window?
swear to God, there has to be a hidden door somewhere.
Doesn't seem to be.
Oh my god. This is so frustrating.
Yep.
Wait, Maxwell rolled intelligence, not investigation.
If an NPC is not trained in an ability, they roll the ability score rather than having to make a new thing that says, he is not proficient in this, blah blah blah. And intelligence is the ability score for investigation, so...
Damn it. Hoping for a real one.
Nope.
Do any of the windows look like they've been opened?
All of them look to be open, yes.
Oh, god damn it!
Would it be possible to see if there are, like, any hooded people, like, briskly walking away or something?
Make a perception check.
Fuck it.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy! You look out the window and you see a bunch of hooded figures staring incredulously at you as you have broken into this guard shack. Several, like, toss aside their cloaks, put hands on swords at their sides, and you would hazard a guess that those hooded figures are guards.
Oops.
Oops.
With a nat 20 perception, I'll let you realize this in time to get out before you fuck up anything, if that is your plan.
It's time to go!
Stealth and run! Stealth and run! I rolled a 24, I do what I want.
Roll 24. Yeah, Lane ducks and covers and bolts out of the gatehouse.
I guess I
There's
follow
like a
her.
combat roll out of there.
Yeah.
I'm so small, they can't even see me. I'm zip-zapping through the crowds, they can't even know.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that too. Yeah!
Yay!
Well, this has never worked for me before, but why not?
You're wearing heavy armor, so you have disadvantage in stealth.
That's right.
So both of you actually do combat rolls out, and that's your method of stealth.
It's like Dark Souls, time for rolling.
It's just this large lizard folk, tail swinging in the air, armor going clank, 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 as he goes.
Yes.
That was for Kalale.
Oh, I thought so.
Kalale just does a brisk walk away. Alright. So, you're pretty sure they saw Valthiv, but you are now out of the guardhouse and around the and out of the forum and around the corner before anyone goes after you with some questions.
Well,
Yay!
at least we have a better idea. That was a lot of running.
Do you need a
Can
moment?
you,
Okay.
you can use the same disguise.
Well, maybe we try again when there aren't as many guards.
Sounds plan.
I also have a cool idea that's, we just find the right one this time. But hey, process of elimination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, back to square one.
I'm just gonna take the helmet off and go back to my normal self.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Wing quick changes.
Lane quick changes. Maxwell obligingly looks away while she does so.
So, what do we do now?
Kick it for a while, I think. It caused kind of a stir. The cube isn't there anymore.
Yep.
The cube
Why
only lasts for
vote
1
for
minute, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the
keeps going.
let the guards calm down and then try again. Not in the same spot, but somewhere.
So, where should we go, lead the leader?
I don't know. We're just gonna hang out.
Okay, well...
Not here.
Well, not here. That still leaves 4 other districts.
There's 4 more, for fuck's sake.
There's this one, and there's, like, Arcane District, Temple District, the Industrial District, or back at the slums.
Oh, do we look at the industrial one?
Briefly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was where you went to go to the general store, and then you met Santiago.
Alright.
Well,
But that lookout dude said that there was a drop-off at the freaking forum.
oh, well, that too, yeah.
Well, yeah, but we can't go back to the forum until everything calms down a little bit.
I don't think we've seen the slums yet.
That is where the Lively Moon Tavern is, but you haven't really, like, explored the slums in general yet.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, I don't really think we need to right now.
Well-
I mean, I guess we could. Might as well.
I mean, it would help to know what's around there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Unless you want to explore later if we head back there.
We might
Okay,
as well
just-
give it a look.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We go.
Off you go, heading toward the slums. If the Temple District was dilapidated, now that you've got a more proper look around the actual slums of Whitevane, this place looks like hell. It looks like shit, and it looks like hell. It looks like hell if hell was full of rancid garbage in the streets. Like, you would guess there's not a single intact building aside from the Lively Moon Tavern anywhere in this particular district.
F.
Everywhere you go, you're not really sure if you're walking down an alleyway or if you're walking down a street, and most of the people you pass by are huddled up against walls and street corners, coughing, hacking their lungs out, and just kind of staring at you. Yeah. You take a quick look around for any buildings that you think are, like, especially notable in the slum district. Aside from the tavern, which is very, very different in architectural style to the rest of the slums, there looks to be a butcher shop, a barber shop, and an apothecary in here.
Ooh.
Okay.
I wonder why the inn is so different.
That's a good question, but I don't know if that answer will help us.
I'm just wondering.
Don't know why I dragged you over there. That was the map I used for if you were going to fight the dude.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I was wondering who was standing, like, right behind me.
Yeah. That is a big old blooper from Alex. Heyo.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
Well, we could ask around some more.
I guess.
yeah.
Or we could brainstorm. Or we could take a short rest.
You could indeed take a short rest if that's what you'd like to do.
Is there much point?
Do you restore spell slots with a short rest?
Bards don't know.
Bards don't, warlocks do.
Oh. Damn, I played a warlock for too long.
Oof.
Short rests are useless and stupid then.
Yeah.
I start walking down.
Cool. Any particular place you're walking down to, or just straight up walking through the slums looking around at people?
I'll go to the butcher's.
Okay.
Why not?
Alright. You walk up to the butcher's and see a faded sign painted above the doorway reading, "The Jaded Blade Butcher." And you are immediately hit by the smell of meat coming from inside. Not all of it fresh, from what you can tell.
Hmm.
I kind of wrinkle my nose a bit, but I go in anyway.
All right. You open the door, and a small bell above the doorway rings. You walk inside and are struck by a much stronger smell of meat now that there is no stone walls to block it, the coldness of the room, and the otherwise kind of bareness of everything. It appears to be a building carved from stone itself. Like, not a whole lot of wood furnishing, except for, like, a chalkboard hanging above the register up front saying what cuts of meat they have for sale. And you look around, and there doesn't appear to be anyone at the register.
Oh, hello?
What?
Oh, sorry, I just wanted to know if anyone was here.
Yeah?
I was hoping to ask you about something.
What?
Just about, things.
You hear, a long-suffering sigh from the back, and, a pretty stocky-looking young woman with long, curly black hair, walks out, from a back room, wearing an apron covered in blood, slamming the door behind her, walks behind the register, plops her hands down, her arms down, rather, crosses them, and stares you down.
Hello.
You wanted to ask me about things, kid?
Yes, I was wondering if you knew of any cult activity around here.
She stares at you, Minerva. She looks up at the rest of the party. This your child?
What did she say?
Is this your child?
No, the kid.
Oh, do you know of any cult activity?
No, Lean said that.
Yeah. She said, do you know of any cult activity?
Okay.
You know, I think she might have ate some dog shit or something in the street.
No, why would I do that?
I'm sorry if she's bothering. You know what? We can just leave.
But that's what would...
You're going to leave without buying anything? She points up to the chalkboard above her head.
Donkey? What the fuck?
It's on sale.
Horse?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Tesco.
Yeah. Not every cut of meat's going to be cow and chicken, kid.
I mean, I don't... Meat.
That's pretty... Goat's pretty cheap. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't have any money.
Then get out.
Right.
I mean, I was about to do that, but then you said I had to buy something.
What's this about the wolf resale special?
Motherfucking wolves are killing all the livestock out of town, and they are terrible for business. You bring me any single part of them, I sell it back to you, market price, no questions asked. Buy it back from you, rather.
Oh. Okay. I guess, I mean, as apology for, disrupting your time, I could buy some chicken from you.
She holds out a hand, waiting for the money.
I pass her the money.
All right. She pockets it, walks into the back room. A few seconds later, you hear a sharp trunk and a couple of more sharp blade noises before she comes out with a hunk of raw chicken, slams it down on the counter.
Nice.
Thank you.
How much does it weigh?
This is not a particularly big chicken. Looks to have been a pretty skinny chicken.
Okay. awkwardly take the chicken. I guess I like wrap it up in something and then just put it away.
Yeah, there's butcher paper, but you have to get it yourself. The woman does not bother.
Well, sorry for bothering you. Is there anything that, is just genuinely happening here?
The woman
Weird?
tilts her head. Now that you mention it, yeah. You see, this tiny child, followed by a lizard person, a very short woman, someone trying to climb on the countertops, sorry, and then some other one-eyed man, ran into my store and asked me about cult activity. And I thought to myself, wow, that's super weird.
Well, it is prominent.
Child, I need to go take her to someone. Let's go.
Good luck finding a therapist.
Thanks.
And you head out.
And whenever we get out, I'm like, okay, Minerva, you can't just talk. You can't just ask people about cult activity.
But that's what we're here for.
As I said, that's like a bad word. You can't say that.
Oh, what should I say then?
Nothing.
Should I say large group activity instead?
No, just say nothing.
Then how are we supposed to investigate?
Minerva, there's a chance that... Minerva, not everyone's good. There's a pretty good chance that she is part of the cult.
I mean, she didn't look it.
You can't judge people based off their appearance.
I mean, she's the seller of meats. I mean, it's just general animal meat.
So...
People can do more than one thing.
Alright, I'll be more careful then.
I think we should really more focus on finding this Thieves Guild. Maybe they know a little bit more, since they seem to have eyes and ears everywhere.
Well, who is it?
Where are you heading?
I don't know. I was asking which one we're going to.
I don't know, can I look around to see if there's, like, any sort of, like, weird, like, shady person activity around?
Make a perception check. Okay. Keeping in mind your experience from the Temple District, hands firmly on your pockets, you start the quick glance side to side, and then look up. And up on the roofs of some of the buildings in the slums, looks to be, indeed, there's someone up there, but this guy, from this distance, looks to be a lot more broad-shouldered and taller than the gangly, hooded thief you caught earlier in the day.
Oh, bugger.
But it's somebody. There's somebody up there. Yes. Everybody look up. Look at this dude
guy.
up there.
You look up. There is indeed a very, very big, very well-built looking dude standing on the rooftops, looking down at you.
I have a great idea.
Oh no.
What is it?
We're already noticed, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna mage hand, and I'm gonna tickle him.
He's farther than 30 feet away.
Shit! God damn it, someone throw me up there.
Lean, do you want to be thrown?
No, not actually.
I can throw you.
Don't throw up.
That would be funny, though.
Consider
I look up.
humor.
Hello?
All right. You call up hello to the figure. You think you can see the figure tilt its head, but it's kind of hard to tell from this distance. As you do, a couple people who are in the street look at you saying hello, follow your gazes up, and start scooting away.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
This could only mean good things.
I want to tickle him.
I can still throw you.
Why don't you dimension door up there and then tickle it?
What if
I don't have...
What if I climbed up there and had you on my back and then you could tickle him? Says Khalil.
Oh my god.
I feel like that would take too long.
I don't know. I think you should let him try. He really wants to climb stuff.
I really want to climb stuff. Everyone else is allowed to, but I'm not. We've got a guy who's much bigger than me, and I don't think would be as good as climbing up there. And yet I'm not allowed to climb. What the hell?
Okay, guys. Out of character, real talk. Should I...
Oh, I don't know.
Should I make him giggle and be happy?
Go for
Go
it.
for the fucking meme.
Yeah, I mean, the way I play Lean is so fucking memey. So you know what?
Do it for the vine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just spend another spell slot on this.
Okay. So, just for clarity's sake of the meme, are you doing it on Khalil or are you doing it on the dude up top?
I'm actually gonna use Tasha's Hideous Laughter because I can't reach him.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll laugh himself off the roof, and then I can tickle him.
That's one way.
Please fail.
Alright.
Please.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter also has a range of 30 feet.
God fucking damn it!
Oh my god, oh my god. I stepped
Just
close
let
to the
Khalil
building.
climb and have lead on his back.
Alright. I'll assume that you're doing that rather than just doing Mage Hand. You step closer,
Okay.
right up to the edge of the building, and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, trying to make the figure laugh. You look up, see him tilt his head again. It does not have an intelligence score of 5 or higher, so it is not affected.
What the
Whoa, what is this
thing?
thing?
Yeah, but as you step closer, the thing lifts one foot, steps off the roof, and falls immediately to the side of you with a large boom. You look up, and you see this hulking giant of a man in a surprisingly well-tailored suit, or, it would be if it wasn't stitched together horribly, looking at you. And not only is the suit stitched together, his mouth also appears to be stitched closed in a freakishly stretched out smile, with one glassy eye staring at you. And as he stands up, you can see that parts of him are completely missing skin, leaving bone exposed in his right leg and left arm, as he just stares at you with this blank but ever-present grin.
Does his name so happen to be Jeff?
No.
It's Smiley Bob.
It's Smiley Bob!
Oh, he's cute! Oh!
He's cute! He's also 10 feet tall!
Wow, that's
He's taller than Valthiv.
Yeah! And we're gonna deal with him after break. We'll see y'all later, folks. Bye-bye!
That's 5 lanes.
Hello and welcome back to the Cannibal Conspiracy Returns. When last we left off, Smiley Bob, a gigantic 10-foot man with a Glasgow grin stitched shut, that apparently everyone thought was cute. I don't know why. It just happened that way.
Shouldn't have made him cute.
I mean, I guess that's my big mistake, as he slowly stands up and stares you down, and you really get a sense of how friggin' big this guy is, because Valthiv, the tallest member of the party, is chest height to Smiley Bob.
Yeah, and he's 5 lanes tall. It's a good...
Hold on, let me clear out the old initiative. It's initiative time! Yay!
Alex, please don't. No, I don't want to do this!
There must be a way.
And yet, there isn't.
Nah, there's gotta be a way we can Fire Emblem this. Convert him to our side.
Frickin' together we ride with Smiley Bob.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's just muffled though.
Dude, could you imagine?
I don't want to imagine.
Imagine.
Why would you not want to imagine converting Smiley Bob to our side?
Okay, no, I don't want to imagine that.
Alright. Kaleil's got the higher dexterity, so he goes before Minerva.
That's
So, oh boy, it's 2 DM-controlled characters in a row going first.
Oh boy.
So, Smiley Bob looks down at Lean, who was trying to do the weird Toxicidious laughter dance at him. Just takes a couple steps forward, pulls back a fist, and prepares to punch.
Guys, I don't think he's friendly.
I don't think he's friendly. Wham!
Oh my god.
So, he just slams you with a massive 1-2 punch with sheer, raw, inhuman strength, just beating the ever-loving bastard shit out of Lean. I think that's enough damage to instantly take her to 0.
Oh my fucking god.
Hang on, what's 27 plus 22?
No, that's the... 27 is the damage, and then 30 is the damage.
What's 27 plus 30?
Oh
no. Yeah, I'm at -3 now.
Oh my god.
I don't think he's
BAM! Yeah,
No!
Don't know why that ping happened. I was supposed to boom, drop Lean to the ground unconscious immediately.
Here comes the giant fist!
Alright. Kaleil yells out, Lean! Immediately pulls out his short bow and fires. I don't think he has any way to get advantage from this because Lean is now unconscious, but he's gonna do it anyway. Ignore the sneak attack damage. An arrow embeds itself in Smiley Bob's shoulder, and he does not appear to have noticed at all.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Then he's gonna use a bonus action to dash. So 20, grab Lean, pull her back. 30, 40. He'd move her over here, at least. That's as far as he can get her.
Oh boy.
Minerva!
Oh, well, she ain't happy about that, so I'm gonna try and Eldritch Blast this bitch. I might need to... Can I, like, scoot over here so I don't hit Valthiv?
You can fire around Valthiv. Technically, these are all 5-foot spaces. There's plenty of feet between you.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. 25 and 19.
Both of them hit.
Oh my god for that. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's why you take
really?
Agonizing Blast.
Yeah, I know that now. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Alright. Crackling, green and black bolts of eldritch energy erupt from Minerva's fingers, striking against Smiley Bob, who slowly turns his head to face Lean as she gets dragged away, then slowly looks up to see all the rest of you. Maxwell's gonna book it!
Oh, fucking course he is.
Well, there he goes.
Yeah, he's not gonna go that far just in case he needs to go back, but he's not fighting that thing! So he runs off screaming.
Oh boy.
Valthiv!
Yeah. So... Lean!
So Lean.
Yup, Lean needs to be healed. Where is it?
Alright. you run over and lay your hands on Lean, channeling divine energy through him, and Lean gets healed up, and I'm assuming finishes the sentence, and Lean! Yep.
Yeah.
Lean is back up with 10 hit points. Valthiv, what do you do with the rest of your turn?
Can I Sacred Flame?
Cure Wounds was your action. You've got movement and a bonus action left.
Okay.
As long as the bonus action's not another spell, unfortunately.
Okay, I don't know if I have any other bonus actions that I can use, though.
Alright. In that case, you want to move anywhere?
I'm gonna move in front of Lean.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Cool. Lean.
Okay, so we have a situation to be sure. Not sure about this one, guys. Think I need to run.
Yeah.
If Cannibal Conspiracy has taught me anything, it's that we always need to run.
It's
For pretty much most encounters. So... yeah.
Well, seeing as, like, Kaleo's arrow did literally nothing, then, it might be a good idea to at least step back for a bit.
No, it looks like it did a little bit of damage.
Well...
A little bit?
Smidge.
Well,
I mean, you hit him.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Shatter and then yell, Scatter!
Alright. Cool. Alright.
Pardon me? Are you fucking... God damn it.
Lean plays a piercing note, and this shrieking sound echoes through the streets of Whitevane, centered on Smiley Bob, as he seems to shake, but just barely, with the impact of the spell.
And with the rest of my turn, with my 25 movement speed, goodbye.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, hi, Maxwell.
Hi! Alright. Smiley Bob is going to crack his neck, roll his shoulder, the arrow falls off, and he looks to be no worse the wear than he was when he started the fight.
Ow.
He's going to move 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. He cannot go through this solid wall of people. Doesn't have enough speed for that.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's just going to look down at Kalale.
F.
Pull back and get ready to punch.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Kalale's gonna uncanny dodge that second one, so it's only 35 damage.
Only 35.
Only 35.
Only 35. Wow. Kalale stands his ground, getting ready to loose an arrow as Smiley Bob approaches, grabs the bow, squeezes it shut, and then punches Kalale twice in the face. Kalale staggers back, yells, "Run!" and disengages, running the hell back, and firing off another arrow to try and keep its attention. This one will get sneak attack damage because Valthiv's next to Smiley Bob.
Whee!
Alright, it hits Smiley Bob directly in the eye. to no reaction as Smiley Bob just yanks it out of the eye and it doesn't appear to have been damaged that much.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't like this.
There's definitely a way you can fight the dead. We just don't know it.
Minerva.
Me! Oh boy. Okay, well, since I'm standing here, I'm gonna cast Poison Spray.
Alright. You hold out your hands and a spray of poison washes over Smiley Bob. He just turns and tilts his head quizzically.
Oh, this guy's fucking undead, isn't he? Okay, I'm gonna book it.
Of course he's undead. Wait, what are you...
Did you get a look at him? Does that look alive to you, Minerva?
Okay, I thought I would try. It's the reason I didn't use any necrotic spells, because I knew what was gonna happen.
Alright. Minerva also books it. Maxwell continues to book it.
Fucking coward.
Fucking bye.
Valthiv.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Disengage first unless you want to get punched.
And then...
that's an option if you want to disengage or if you want to risk a punch.
Don't risk a punch.
No, I don't want a punch.
Okay.
I can take a punch, but I don't want it.
Alright, so disengaging, that's your action. You still got a bonus action.
Shit, I don't even know what I have for bonus action.
Healing Word and Mass Healing Word are bonus actions.
Well, yeah, might as well help out some peeps. Where the... hold on, I don't know how to read any...
We have fun here during our imminent death.
We have fun, it's so fun.
Right, I know, so fun. I'm gonna help out Lean a little bit.
Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna... It's my new mission to recruit Smiley Bob.
Okay. Valthiv shouts out some more divine words, healing Lean for a little bit more life as he backs up with the rest of the crew. Lean, it's your turn.
Same fucking shit as always, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
I'm going off the map now.
Whee! I'll just put you on the hidden layer. So, like, you're safely out of range unless you want to come back.
No.
Hey, thanks for the bits, Astoria. The bits,
thank
which are
you.
enough to draw from the dick of many horrors.
Oh, no, don't do it!
Oh no!
Oh, yes!
Who's drawing it?
I think it's Uprising's turn.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
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 I am invigorated. My palms are sweaty.
Mom spaghetti?
Wait, the turn order's covering it. Okay.
Scooch up, turn over. You can drag that window.
Yeah, I got it. It's the traitor. I'm gonna drag it on here. Okay. Well, I can't see anything because I'm not on the map anymore and dark. But I put the traitor on there.
Alright, let me temporarily put you back on the map so you can see the thing.
Oh, what is it?
Or just put like a light horse down or something.
Light horse sees all. Let's look at the traitor. So some of the...
I mean, he's... The traitor's making an okay sign, so it must be good.
It must be good. So some of the cards have like effects that take place during specific times. So like there's some that are anytime and some that are specifically out of combat or next combat. Traitor is out of combat, so once you successfully flee from Smiley Bob, that is when the traitor will take effect.
Well, it must be good, so I'm not worried.
Alright. And back to the hidden realm Lean goes.
Gone.
Bye, Lean.
Bye, everyone.
All right. It is now Smiley Bob's turn. He is going to move. Boom. 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 Boom.
Oh no.
Boom.
No, he's still moving.
Come on. Keep moving, Smiley. There we go. On the GM end, he was moving fine, but he just, like, had to warm up for a sprint on the viewer's end.
Oh, God.
Yeah. As he stares over Valthiv at Kalale behind Valthiv.
Hi.
Yeah. And, like, extends a hand that seems to extend far beyond human reach with, like, thread glowing with black and purple energy, stretching out his arm with this cracking sound as he grabs for Kalale.
What?
No, please.
All right. He grabs Kalale by the head, pulling... Actually, wait, Kalale needs to make a dexterity saving throw before he gets pulled.
Oh, shit. Really?
Fuck!
Oh, that should be his thing.
All right. So, Smiley Bob squeezes Kalale's head and yanks him over Valthiv, dropping Kalale to the ground. And as Kalale starts gasping in shock, Smiley Bob pulls back a fist and misses. Oh, wait. Let me double check restrained because that might give Smiley Bob advantage.
No,
Oh, shit. I think it does.
Why would you double check?
He's got advantage.
No! Oh no!
All right. If Kalale uncanny dodges that, he is alive with 2 hit points. Oh my god! Kalale whimpers out in pain, face severely bloodied, and is going to try to break out of Smiley Bob's grip again. Oh no. Wait. Acrobatics, I'll say, to break out of the grip because it's a grapple, and that would give him enough if we take that exact same roll to break out.
Okay.
So, Kalale drops out, stands up, disengages again, and books it back here.
Get out of there.
Minerva.
Okay, well, since this guy's chasing us, and for some reason I know slow, I didn't even realize I had that, I'm just gonna cast slow on him.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, because he's very good at those.
I would hope. Yeah, he fails.
Alright. Minerva, you chant some magic words and then stretch out your arms, and Smiley Bob's movements as he pulls back a fist seem to dramatically slow down. And you can still hear, like, cracking bone noises in slow motion as his arm snaps back into place and he turns toward you.
Right, time to go. Bye!
Minerva, you get the fuck out of there.
Awesome.
Valthiv, you can dash if you want. Smiley Bob can't take reactions.
Oh, good. Fuck yeah. Would I be able... Hold on. Yeah, would dashing away, like, take a action or bonus action?
Because you're not a rogue, dashing is an action.
Got it. Okay. I'm I'm looking at this turn order, and I don't think I should go quite yet. But I am going to heal Kalale for freaking sure.
All right.
And
Sooner, god damn it.
Cool. You provide Kalale some much-needed healing, and I'm assuming not 109 hit points.
Oh my god!
He's become too. Please stop praying for Kalale. He's become too strong and broken out of the hospital.
Never!
He just one-shot Smiley Bob.
Okay. And I'm assuming you still can dash away if you want to.
Okay, I mean, I am gonna move away,
Okay.
but I also want to hurt him too, or try.
Cool. Yeah, you've got any action to do that. Great. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just -2, so whatever this result is, -2. Doesn't matter. You hold your holy symbol aloft, and a beam of radiant energy strikes Smiley Bob directly.
Yay!
Yay! All
Me
right.
also just trying to feebly, try and keep Smiley Bob off of Kalale, but that didn't work last time, so
Nope.
shrug.
Shrug. Okay, but his speed is halved. So, boom. Boom. He lumbers forward in slow motion. And let me check. He can try to grab but not punch Kalale, I believe, according to Slow.
Oh no.
Uh,
You can only take one action a turn.
Yep. So he pulls back, reaches over Valthiv again with this loud cracking noise as his
You stop
arm
that.
extends with bone and thread extending. Ow. Well. Sucks for Kalale.
Oh my god.
My boy! He's gonna uncanny dodge that, but once again,
oh.
come on! Says Kalale.
Stop!
Alright.
Just stop.
And then at the end of Smiley Bob's turn, he's gonna... Yeah, that wisdom save ain't happening. Alright. Kalale is going to once again try to acrobatics his way out of Smiley Bob's grip.
What?
No!
Fuck.
I think he's in a bit of a pickle, lads.
How does this happen?
Fuck.
Just how?
And so I'm going to go down the line and ask if anyone wants to go back to help Kalale.
Yes, please.
Alright. Minerva, seeing Kalale in trouble, runs
That
back.
bitch. I will stay here, but I'll try an Eldritch Blast to just, throw him off balance a bit.
Okay.
Or try at least. 26 and 20.
Both of those hit.
Nice. 4. 3. Ugh.
I mean, they both hit, but they are not knocking this hulking dude off balance. I'm going to flip a coin for Maxwell. He's going back in.
Yay!
Whoa, Mac.
All right. Let's see here. And then I need to roll something else for Maxwell, as he sees everyone but Kalale, is curious as to why the fastest one isn't coming, and sees the badly battered elf in Smiley Bob's grip, turns and runs back, and let's see what this does. Alright. Maxwell's uncovered eye turns deep bloody red, and he starts chanting some arcane syllables. Smiley Bob needs to make a charisma saving throw.
So Smiley Bob isn't very charismatic.
He's not. So, you hear as Smiley Bob is just suddenly lifted 50 feet into the air, dropping Kaleo on the ground.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, why didn't he do this earlier?
Maxwell then backs up and is like, "Run! Can we get back to running? We really should run."
Uh-huh, yeah.
Valthiv.
Yeah.
All right, Valthiv, you out. Lean, you want to go back or?
I think we're good now, right?
Cool, yeah. Because looking at what this effect does, at the end of Smiley Bob's turn, the end, he comes crashing back to the ground for this much bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
That's Maxwell's wisdom. I need Smiley Bob's.
Oh, damn it.
He's not slowed, but Kaleo is a rogue. He can just disengage and dash away, and everyone is going to have enough time to get the fuck away from Smiley Bob.
Hey!
All right. You hear the slowly fading boom, boom, boom of footsteps pursuing you, but eventually they stop, and you stop to catch your breath. Kaleo in particular says, "Why am I always the one taking the beating? I miss Pyra."
Yeah,
Who's Pyra?
a friend. We don't have time to reminisce. That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, that was really bad, says Maxwell, nodding.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Maxwell, if you could do that, why are you always running all the time?
He plops down, takes a deep breath, gives me an excuse to pull his character right back up because he's a good boy.
Yay!
Yay!
It's not particularly pleasant, really. And it's not like I have, full control over it.
What do you mean?
I do have some knowledge of, magic and stuff, but, whenever I try, it's not up to me what happens. It's up to her.
To you.
Fucking do it.
Yeah, see, last ritual the cult, put me through didn't just end with losing an eye. I also, got stuff out of the deal. I mean, sure, you guys may think it's really awesome, but it kinda hurts whenever I do that, so I try not to do that unless it's, really... He looks up. Really important to me.
Well, I'm glad we're really important to you. I think I see now. That's, sucks.
So you're cursed.
He nods.
Her face is just blank.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, let's focus on getting everyone back up to, 100% now.
That would be nice, says Kaleo. And as you walk back out into the streets, now that you're pretty sure Smiley Bob isn't following and there's more of a crowd, you see a dark hooded figure approach you, the jangle of coin purses following his footsteps, and he stops, staring directly at you.
Oh, no,
You want to see something strange and mystical?
I've seen enough of those in my lifetime. I don't
Depends.
really need to see yours.
Depends. Have you seen my missing 50 coins?
Missing? Well, my condolences, but I'm sure you'll have something better to spend it on, he says, opening his coat, and pulling out a dead black wax candle.
Okay.
Oh, woohoo.
Woohoo indeed. A seance candle. For speaking with those from realms beyond who you would not otherwise be able to contact.
That's nice.
And
I don't like that.
Are you sure? You lot look like you're looking for information. And what reason would the dead have to lie to you like so many others in this town?
well, we don't know any dead people.
Everyone's got dead people, child.
The dead people I know wouldn't know anything about what anything is going on in this town.
Well, if that is what you believe, then that is fine. That said, one would hazard a guess that not all of the people in this town are going to stay alive for very long. Having a few of these in your back pocket certainly couldn't hurt anything.
If I buy one of these, will you go away?
Yes,
Great. Okay, how much?
100 gold each.
I'll buy one.
All right. You hand over the gold. He cackles, pockets the gold, hands over the candle.
A pleasure doing business with you, Lady Marcaron.
Whoa.
And he steps backward into the portal of shadows that appears behind him and vanishes as he steps through, leaving no trace.
He must be a fan of mine.
Damn, you already have like a fan club going on.
I've had a fan club, thanks very much.
It's expanding.
So, you think that's actually magic, or
I don't know.
I could check?
Sure. Don't melt it or whatever.
I mean, one would assume one would have to light it to melt it, and like, if you don't want to melt it, I'm not going to do that, he says, immediately backing away rather than make any attempt to identify the properties of the candle.
Why would you have to melt it in order to identify it?
Like, just a little bit, because, like, how else are you supposed to identify what the hell a magic candle does?
I don't know, looking at it?
I mean, I'm looking at it really hard, and I'm not seeing anything.
Well, I'll take a closer look at it, because now I don't believe you anymore.
That's fair.
Oh my god!
Because of course.
Fucking of course. I'm going to copy and paste this in the chat for later, but Lean, you know exactly what this is. This is, as the guy said, a seance candle. They burn for up to an hour and attract the vestiges of dead spirits to come whisper to the living or answer any questions while they meditate upon the desired information. Depending on how long you meditate, you get a couple of different degrees of information. For 10 minutes, you have advantage on any saving throws or skill checks associated with divination spells. For 20 minutes, you can use Speak with Dead one time. And if you meditate for the full hour, it'll attract a ghost to provide the answers according to a legend lore spell.
Oh.
Lean says all of this word for word, including the stuff about game mechanics. Then she's like, obviously, Maxwell. God. Wait,
of course. What? Of course. How did I not... Oh my god! Behold, the cursed formatting and despair! We have fun. We have fun here. This is exactly how she phrases it. Random enter keys and all. Well, I mean, when you put it like that, how could I possibly argue? I'll make a handout instead.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was certainly a thing.
That sure happened.
Perhaps we should go somewhere to rest.
Definitely.
Yeah, what time is it, by the way, in the day?
Early evening.
Yeah, let's just go.
It's dinner time.
All right. You head, and in Kaleil's case, hobble, back to the Lively Moon Tavern. And as you walk in, settling down at a table, Joanna walks over, looks over at Kaleil. You have a really bad habit of getting into trouble, you know that?
We're doing our best.
Fair. You need to look at the menu again?
I'm good.
The menu appears before you anyway.
Alright.
Hey! Can I get another catch of the day?
Sure, she says, noting that one down.
And a nice bottle, a full freaking bottle of spiced rum.
Coming right up, you all look like you've earned it. Kaleil puts his head down on the table. I'll have a salad.
You know, I'll also have the salad, please.
Okay.
And some milk.
You got it, honey? Maxwell orders some fruit tarts and a glass of water.
Aw.
Yep.
That's fourfold.
All right. And Joanna, I'm assuming, also takes Lean's order because
Lean doesn't want anything. She's
Lean
too
doesn't want
depressed.
anything. Lean is too sad to eat. Joanna shrugs and heads over into the kitchen with the order ticket. Maxwell looks over and sighs. So, that didn't go well.
No.
Yeah, today sucked.
No.
And the Harvester Mage meeting also didn't go well.
No.
No, but I think the Smiley dude was, like, at least a little bit better or easier to manage.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I'm sure.
I literally died in one.
Yes. The Harvester Mage could also do that.
I died multiple times, says Kaleil. No, you didn't. You're still alive. It's fine.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. That all being said, says Maxwell, the way I see it, we got a couple of options on what to do. We could, once we're rested, of course, because I think we really, really need it, go up to that weird shirtless guy's house and see what's up with that. We could, go back to searching for He was about to say the word, then looks over at Minerva, looks over at Lean, clears his throat. The you-know-what?
Mm-hmm.
Or we could see if there's any place in or around town where we could get, better prepared to fight those things.
I think the only way we're gonna get more prepared is good old practice. So... We can, well, I guess we can go up to Mr. Keep a House, see what's up with that. Plus, then that'll give more time for the market to calm down. both for the guards and for the people that sent Mr. Scary Boy after us.
We can see if he knows about it.
Well, I can admit, when I heard the name Smiley Bob, that was not what I was picturing.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I didn't picture it, but now that I have, I can't really picture anything else.
I think I can still picture his fists, moans Kalale. In my face. It still hurts.
You might want to take a nap.
That would be nice, says
Or just-
Kalale.
Have a good long rest.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, Joanna comes back with everyone's drinks and side dishes / meals, setting them down. You all make sure to have a nice quiet night. You all look like you've earned it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lane just has a cartoonly shaped a hole in her face.
Bam.
Like fist shaped.
Joanna looks over at the giant fist-sized indentations in Kalale and Lean's faces, bites her lip, goes, yeah, you've really earned it. And scoots off to go wait on another table.
Right. Minerva starts eating, and you can kind of instantly tell that it's just disdain. It's just like, why the fuck does Kalale like this?
So, you take one bite and then are immediately disappointed. Meanwhile, Kalale seems to like it. This is still the best salad I've ever had.
So, I suppose we see about Santiago again?
I mean, tomorrow.
Well, obviously tomorrow, but that's the plan.
Yeah, what was his dealio again? It's been a day.
Called himself the master of the town. Didn't own a shirt. Seemed to hate the mayor, and the feeling was vice versa. Mayor seemed convinced he was up to spreading, the red rot plague.
That's it. Right, because I was thinking about upping my sex tomorrow, but I don't know. Do you think that would give me red rot or prevent?
Well, probably not if we're careful.
Cool. Wait, how do you know what upping your sex means?
What?
You're 8.
No, I'm 10.
It's the same thing.
It's not. You can do more grown-up things when you're 10.
God, I hope it's not upping your sex.
One would... This sounds like a thing we should talk not about ever again, says Maxwell.
I don't know what that means, but no, I agree.
Anyways, I finished my food.
Awesome. The food, as always, is delicious here.
Consume food.
Well, so if we're gonna visit Santiago tomorrow, it's probably not the only thing we're gonna do, but I guess we can skip the scene after. I'd like to try and find the cache again.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that would be nice if we could find it. I mean, assuming it isn't long gone by now. Kalale looks over at Maxwell. Not helping.
Probably is long gone now.
If it is, then we'll just find him somewhere else.
Or you could just earn it back.
Yeah. Valthiv just has this mischievous smile on his face as you say earn it back.
Just shrugs.
Just shrugs. I don't know about you, but I'm going to bed, mutters Kalale, dragging himself up the stairs to the bedrooms.
Lane doesn't even say anything, she just follows. She's already like half asleep.
Yeah. Valthiv stretches, and then is gonna go to bed.
Let's go sleep.
Alright. Maxwell similarly stretches, finishes his glass of water, sets it down on the table, and stands up.
Minerva just looks at him. Like, very blank stare.
He turns back to say goodnight and notices the stare. Sits back down. You alright?
What did you do?
Oh, sometimes I can muster up, like, enough power to, she would call it, send a divine word through the world. And when that sort of thing happens, it makes the will of the gods, a very tiny bit of it, law. And I guess in this case, the will was picking up the giant zombie punching Kalale's face in.
That's not what did you do to get that power? Or the curse?
Maxwell sighs, looks around the tavern. I mentioned losing my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in a matter of speaking, I still have it. They made me eat it. It was the last act of sacrifice necessary to please her. To give up a bit of yourself so that she could have it and give a little bit back to you. So, in doing so, which hurt like a son of a bitch, I don't mind telling you that, I got these weird powers. Don't know how to control them, don't feel like asking, and I feel like she'd never ever want to tell me. And it wasn't worth it. It for sure wasn't worth it, because every time I do something like that, it just hurts so bad. Like, not physically, from somewhere deeper, you know?
She just cocks her head and just says,
Did your cult have a name?
We called ourselves the White Harvest. Apparently there were a couple of them, though. Last I checked, before I got the hell out of there while the getting was good, they were trying to unify a whole bunch of them under one banner.
Why?
Figured there was strength in numbers, and whoever was sending the messages to the guy leading the harvest seemed to have an actual plan. Seemed to have actual evidence he could bring her back.
Do you know who it was?
No. Yeah. All I heard was the meeting place was going to be somewhere here. Somewhere in this town. And that's where they were going to drop off a bunch of sacrifices. And given what I went through last time the harvest needed a sacrifice, I wasn't looking forward to anything they had planned, you know?
I know.
He slowly nods, swallows, instinctively reaches for his empty glass of water.
just staring at him.
So what did you do? He says, looking at you.
Nothing.
He stares. Minerva, what did you do that makes this so important to you?
She just turns and leaves.
As you head up the stairs, you hear him call, can I get another glass of water? Maybe rum, too? If the bottle's fine, cancel the rum. Just need the water. And you head back up to your room to sleep. You all wake up the next morning.
I'm gonna have a night.
Yep.
So I get my spell slot back.
Cool.
Everyone is healed up, gets spell slots back. Kaleo spends a couple of minutes washing off the blood and fist imprints from his face.
He's just gotta wash up.
He's just gotta wash up. But eventually, everyone but Maxwell comes down to meet up, chat with each other. And
We're all kind of aggregating for the day, so I'm sure you'd probably realize Maxwell's in here. So Lean's like, hey, where's Maxie Poo?
I don't know. As far as I know, he's in his room, says Kaleo.
Anyone here seen him last?
No, should we go get him?
Yeah. Let's... Should I go get him? I feel like I'm the best to talk.
Okay.
Maybe he's just having diarrhea or something.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe something he ate disagreed with him, says Kaleo.
I'll just go see what's up.
Okay.
If that bitch is left, I swear to God.
Lean, you head up to Maxwell's room, knock on the door. No response.
Maxwell. Are you awake?
You hear a soft groan from behind the door.
Oh my God.
Okay, so awake? No, probably not. I'm coming in.
All right.
Rain opens the door.
You try. The door's locked.
Lock picking.
All right. You try your best, but these are pretty damn amazing locks.
Damn.
Oh. Actually, wait. Let me look at my notes to see the DC. No, actually, yeah, 19 is enough to beat it. These are pretty high-quality locks, but you do manage to jimmy it open enough to get into Maxwell's room.
Whoosh.
Lean, I'm coming in. Can't open the door. Fuck it.
Dimension doors in! Alright. You peer inside. Maxwell is sprawled out, face down on the bed, head in his pillow, looking very, very sweaty, and like he has not had a good night's sleep at all.
Oh.
Hey, Maxie Poo. She sits down on the bed next to him.
Is that what you're gonna call me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Had a bad night?
Yeah,
You sick?
a little.
What are you sick with?
I don't know. Some stomach bug, maybe.
Okay, it's not, like, red rot or anything?
From what I remember, that involves a lot of hemorrhaging, and last I checked, I'm not weeping blood. looks up from the pillow, looks back down. I'm good.
Okay.
Let him sleep it off.
You're not here right now. I do what I want.
This is Lean's decision now.
I mean, you seemed fine yesterday, besides, like, Valthiv. Do you want to just stay here today?
That would be nice.
Okay, but I'm not paying for your room.
I got money.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go out and probably die. See you later.
Try not to, he says, waving in your general direction as you head out of his room.
Lane comes back down. He got sick somehow.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
It's stomach bug, he thinks. I don't know.
He might have picked it up from the slums.
Yeah, or Smiley Bob. Who knows? If it was Smiley Bob, it'd probably be a pretty big deal.
But he ran away before Smiley Bob could touch him.
I don't know. Airborne illness?
Do you think he transmits stomach bugs through casting weird spells on him? Says Kaleo, legitimately seeming to think about it.
Oh, well, he did say it hurt him, so it could be.
I don't know. I'm just pitching. Well, we've got a schedule today, so...
Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, Santiago's
fun investigations.
Yeah.
Alright. You head out of the slums and up some winding staircases up the mountain towards the top of Whitevane. And and you get to the industrial sector, passing through a bunch of abandoned and dilapidated buildings, including one giant foundry that glows with a little bit of fire but seems to be otherwise inactive, and the general store that you all shopped at earlier when you first met Santiago, as well as what looked to be a cooper and a weaver, two separate buildings. I'm gonna say make a perception check, any of you.
Sure.
Who has the highest perception?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Minerva!
Minerva can't see shit. Alright. Valthiv, as you pass by the Coopers, you notice some black graffiti painted on the side of it. Taking a closer look, it appears to be some sort of language. Like, the runes appear to be used by Abyssal and Infernal, the languages, if anyone speaks those.
I do. I speak Infernal.
Awesome.
What? Nice.
Nice. So, Valthiv points this out. Minerva, you look over at the runes. They appear to be, like, pretty crude infernal runes. Like, rather than spelling words, they're direct transcriptions of what they would be in the common alphabet. And it's just 3 letters. I-H-T.
I-H-T?
I hit teens?
No. I don't know. Seems like some sort of abbreviation.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I hate telemarketers.
Oh no, Kyle!
Kyle!
Oh.
I'm going
Isn't
to...
that like 5 cards?
That's 5 cards. So in the interest of not making this chaos, I'm going to make note that we have 5 cards so that we can spread them out throughout the next couple of sessions.
Oh, it's fine.
That said, we're gonna have at least one happen now.
Oh, fuck me.
Did we ever have the other one go through?
Yeah, that was the traitor. That was the guy who sold you the candle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That did not click in my mind for some reason.
Yeah, same actually. But that one is actually, like, a good card.
Yeah, the traitor is not entirely terrible for you. Queen!
Amazing.
Oh, bollocks. Alright, I've never done this before, okay. Let me draw the card. One card. How does this work?
You open the card from your inventory and then drag it out onto the map.
What the fuck is this?
The swashbuckler.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Oh. That card has the drawing of a lady with head.
Yeah.
This is also a good card for you.
Yes. Good. Thank God for that. Thanks, Kyle.
Wow, the chaos helps. As you investigate the graffiti, let me actually look up what this particular card does, because it does have a specific item associated with it.
It stands for I hate titties.
What?
Blasphemy.
Queen just starts crying. She doesn't know why.
All right. You look through, and you notice that there is a glint of metal in between some crates lying in the alleyway that with the graffiti in it.
I go and look.
All right. You take a look, and it looks to be a rapier that was stashed away here.
Oh my god. Okay. I will pick it up.
Hey Minerva, what'd you find?
This?
Hey, that's a nice sword.
Nice.
I don't even know if warlocks can use rapiers.
What the fuck was a rapier doing? Fucking corn.
So, someone just had it. Kaleo runs over a Giddy. I feel like I should be really excited about this, but I'm just not feeling myself today. I can use rapiers.
It looks a bit too big for me. I'm more of a spell person.
And I give it to him.
That's fair. I'm sure this'll do something, says Kaleo, staring really hard at it to try and figure out what this particular rapier does. Oh my god. The dumb boy knows what this rapier does.
Hey!
I think this is a magic weapon.
Oh.
Magic how?
I don't know, it just feels like lighter and sharper than the one I use. I'll probably have more knowledge of it later. Right now I'm just happy to have this, he says, stowing it away so that I don't have to explain what this rapier does twice. For once here and once when Scott comes back.
Cool is that bards can use rapiers too.
Well, Kaleo got to it first.
I'm sorry, did you want this? He says, offering it.
What's the dice that you roll for it?
Arcana.
D8.
Oh wait, Arcana, to identify it, it's a D8 for damage.
That's pretty good.
Let Kaleo have nice things.
Oh my god, I have one melee weapon and I always get in melee skirmishes.
Well, I mean, if there's another like this, we could always share, says Kaleo, shrugging.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, we can put it in for share right now.
Okay, he says, putting it in the share dimension, where it's just whoever uses it first is the one who's gonna have it for that encounter.
Share dimension.
All right. And as you do, because you can also use rapiers, Lean, Kaleo shares what it is. His eyes go wide. This is a rapier of steadfastness. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Additionally, while wielding this weapon, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. He blinks. Wow, so that's what it feels like when you talk like that.
It feels interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, really. Super weird.
That sounded so strange coming from you.
It's like I wasn't even myself when I was saying that.
Weird. I wonder why that would be. Looks at the camera like in The Office.
Ta-da.
Da-da. Right, well, I mean, even if we don't know what exactly this graffiti means, at least we found this.
Yes.
Wait, what was it? I hate teens. That's what the graffiti means. Says IHT.
Well, we don't know if it means I hate teens.
That's what I'm gonna assume it means for now.
I mean, we don't even know who wrote this.
Well,
Maybe it's I hate thieves.
maybe it's I harm thieves.
Well, we'll find out, maybe.
Kalale gasps in horror. Maybe it's I hate trees.
There aren't any trees.
The madmen.
That's why there aren't any trees around here.
No.
I don't actually think that's it, but sure.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Kalale says, pointing at the graffiti. All
Well,
right.
it's definitely I hate something, and I know this because I'm devoted to it now.
Not necessarily, but
Yep.
we can find out.
Necessarily, yes.
Nonetheless, we go.
Nonetheless, you go past the foundry and past the other buildings until you reach the towering structure that is Dantan Keep. The tallest of the structures within the industrial sector. It's a pretty well defended looking fortress. There are bits and pieces of like silver paint on the sides of the keep, most of which look to have been painted, or not painted, rather, kind of scraped away or weathered away with age. And the watchtower looks to have most of the windows in it sealed up with basic planks and nails and stuff. Looks to have been sealed up in a bit of a hurry. And as you approach, there's a gigantic front door, ornately decorated and painted with wood. And this paint, unlike the paint on the rest of the building, looks to be pretty fresh and well maintained.
Huh.
I guess we knock?
You knock. As you do,
Yeah.
the door slowly creaks open.
Oh, I hate that.
Just a bit. And this pale, gaunt man in a black servant's uniform looks out through the crack in the door with sunken-in eyes. He smiles. Yes, who is it?
Why'd you have to say it like that? This is... We met Santiago in the street.
Yeah, we're looking for Santiago.
He nods. And your names?
Minerva.
Macaron.
Valthiv.
Kalale. He nods again. Ah, yes. Yes, the master mentioned you. And he did mention that you are welcome here. He creaks open the door some more. Enter.
I mean, like... Oh my god, he mentioned me?
Enters.
All right. You all walk through the door of Dantan Keep and hear the loud creak as the door is shut behind you. And you turn around, and the servant who was at the door is no longer there.
Oh, fuck my life.
I'm probably just an apparition. I'm not bothered.
All right.
Okay. That's weird.
You take a look around the interior, and from the way that this particular place is decorated, it looks to have been, once upon a time, incredibly fancy. You can see a couple of candelabras embedded in the walls that are completely unlit, several tapestries and paintings that look to be torn or otherwise just stained and painted over, and basically the area you're in is in a grand entrance hall foyer with some staircases leading up to a large balcony overhead, spiraling upward. But the staircases are dusty as hell, and at the top of them are boards sealing off that particular upstairs area.
Why is there so many boards everywhere?
As you mentioned this, your voice echoes through the halls of Dantan Keep, which has art that I'm going to show right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't know
we're
shit
back
about this
again.
place.
You don't know anything about this place. This place is weird, man.
It's cool, man.
I was going to show it right now, but apparently everyone was like, no, we're going to hide it somewhere you'll never find me. Lair.
You'll never
Here.
find it now.
Sounds about right.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, this place is dusty, black, and really decrepit looking. Thank you, Kylie Ann, for making this look real spooky.
Thank you, Anne, for the spoops.
Yeah.
You know, for how much Santiago sure loves flashing his hot bod, which is hot, he doesn't really keep his house very pristine.
Well, maybe he's squatting here?
Could be. But why not fix it up?
Maybe it was recently.
All right. As you discuss this, you hear the creaking of another door. This one directly ahead of you, below the balcony, leading towards a staircase that heads downward rather than upward. And it does not appear to have any attendants opening this one.
Lux at my party.
Well, we haven't got much else to go to.
So I guess we're just gonna go through the door that opened on its own.
Well, they seem to be inviting
What
us
else are we
in.
gonna do?
Yeah,
I could try to get up there, but if we want to go down, says Kalale.
well, let's try and be careful at least.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever. We've been in one haunted house before, crew. What's another?
Right.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
You walk across the entrance hall and down the stairs as the door creaks shut below you. You get to the foot of the stairs and see a path that splits off in two. One path lit by a couple of flickering braziers along the wall, the other completely in darkness. Those of you who have dark vision can see that the unlit path has several bloodstains leading along it
Oh, I
before
love
it turns
it.
a corner.
Delicious.
Hey, you
Also-
don't have dark vision, human.
Fuck you, I do.
Mm-hmm.
You're a human. How do you?
Eldritch Invocation, Devil Sight. Yeah, she can see better in the dark than all of you.
Yup, apparently I can't see in the dark very good.
Not especially. You can see by the light of the braziers, but beyond that, not much. So which path do you go down?
He could have at least have cleaned it up. Let's go down the lit one. He's probably down there.
Well, at least I can see in the lit.
Alright. You turn and head down the path lit with braziers. And as you do, you can see that it widens to a longer corridor that splits off around a pool in the center of a very long chamber. What is the pool of, you ask? Well, you look down, smelling it before you see it, and as you do, you see that the pool is filled about halfway up with blood, and there are stains of blood all around the rim of it.
Because of course it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
And as you all stare down into this pool, you hear, "Ah, welcome, welcome. You must forgive me. Had I known you would be coming today, I would have made more of an effort to clean up the place. This is my humble abode after all, and I welcome you, truly I do, as distinguished guests." And you look up, and there, shirtless as ever, hair blowing in a wind that is blatantly not there, is Santiago.
I don't care if he's evil. Please.
Well, before we get to that, that's where we're gonna cut off this session.
Oh.
This has been fun. The first of the 4 paths has been chosen, and we're going for Dantan Keep. Woo!
Woo! Hooray!
Yeah. We will see you all hopefully in 2 weeks. We might take the day off because that's the day after Christmas, but we'll let you know ahead of time. Other than that, keep your eyes peeled for streams. The rest of us will be dealing with finals week.
But you're not, Alex.
I'm not, but
not
several
either,
of the people under my employ at Men on the Internet are.
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Thanks for the
I don't have to
haha
deal with
goose.
it anymore, but it
Whoa,
still is in
haha
my memory
goose.
and it sucks.
Yep. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the post show on Twitch. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.